School passed in minutes, hours, listening to the teachers talk on and on, forcing myself to stay awake. The clock above the classroom read 2:14. After a minute that felt like an hour, the bell finally rang, signaling the end of another tedious day at school. I left the classroom, walking out of the room as quickly as humanly possible, as though I was escaping a chase. It seemed as though I learned the material solely for the test I was given, a test of memorization. I wondered, how does this relate to my life? It was not understanding or genuine learning. When am I going to use this later in life, I wondered. Questions like these endlessly bombarded my mind as I tried to focus my productivity. I couldn't find a reason to write this paper other than the result of a bad grade. The clock above the cafe read 3 o'clock. Time to get ready for practice. The clock in the locker room now read 4:30. Time to go home and begin the dreaded pile of homework. Using the information read from a book to be memorized, I tried to focus on the many tasks in front of me. I really did. But it was hard to choose memorizing this material over being outside, helping make dinner, or even clean my room. The essay seemed trivial in comparison with the life I had ahead of me. Art. I am not creative, not artistic. My drawing abilities are non-existent, I would tell my mom when she suggested I take a drawing class. These words used to fill my heart, my mind, my mouth. I claim them to be so true that quite naturally, they all came true. I refused to pick up a pencil except to take notes on the material I learned for the tests. During school projects, no, I'll do the writing portion. I don't draw. See, I would, but can't help design that. I'm really not creative. In the short span of 1 month, this scene changed dramatically. I don't measure my days in minutes anymore. They are now measured in lessons learned, epiphanies, delicious meals, laughter. My days no longer pass in minutes, they pass in seconds. Each day, packed to bursting with adventure, learning, laughter. More good than I imagined could fit into one day. Art. Yes, more art, please. Wait. Wait, I want to draw that. My chronicle was soon filled with the beauty of my days. Teach me to make a paper crane, the ceiling above my bunk strung with 4 strands of paper cranes. Paint a picture. My thoughts and feelings spread across the page in waves of color. 5 long years of reading only when the teacher told me I had to. A chore, a burden. But now, books, writing, poetry have begun to fill my extra time. Poetry, a freeing way to express my thoughts and feelings. I rediscovered the worlds I hadn't been in touch with for so long. I found myself more at ease, more in touch with the world, the people around me. My mind open, receptive, overflowing with thoughts all my own. Now I can't tell you the exact moment my mind switched gears, but I can tell you the first moment I realized this place was special. It is still crystal clear. Sitting at the tables in the dining room, writing our community agreement. Each table agreed that trust was not a quality to be expected, but rather the result of a healthy community. This group is so special, aware of the real world, creative, innovative, excited to learn. Before long, I knew many of the girls better than I did some of my closest friends. That crazy aunt that came to visit, the phases of outfits during the younger days, goals for the future, our inside jokes, endless puns, shared memories of unforgettable fun, adventure, surprise. Finally, the day arrived we had been waiting for so long. Expedition. 10 days of exploration, learning, visiting, camping. The adventure began at Ferryhead Campsite. We arrived after 5 miles of hiking, bursting with pride at our accomplishment, grateful to arrive at camp. Excited for the 9-day adventure ahead of us. the lighthouse could be heard, a warning to the boats, a reminder for us of our proximity to the ocean. Later, I sat on a ledge, the waves crashing violently against the battered rocks below me. The wind blew through my hair, the waves lapping at the shore next to me, yet the night was still. All that could be heard were the waves and the desperate cry of the gulls. There I sat, my chronicle open in my lap in front of me, a blank page to fill with whatever I chose. But instead, I allowed my head to become quiet. I sat in solitude, facing the expanse of ocean before me, thinking, remembering my past days spent with the ocean, and the pieces I had written about it earlier in the semester. The days I spent on the beach down the coast, that magical world, freedom, treasures, salt under the shining sun. To think how different my life would be without those lovely beach days. Here, time slows down, giving a chance to slow my fast-paced life. Helps put my life into perspective, reminds that change can be good, change is vital. I remembered how my mom didn't have to work hard to instill her love of the beach in me. Those precious days spent at the beach, I could see joy radiating from her face and the extra spring in her step. It was so special to be somewhere with Mom that she loved so much. Now, whenever I go to the beach, life seems even more beautiful. Time slows down. My thoughts become calmer. A special sense of freedom. As a little girl, I had left footprints there in the sand and watched as the waves wiped them clean. A clean chalkboard. The sand lay ahead of me, a clearer view, a fresh step forward. That special place of sand and sea, I get to experience every morning. As those memories swell and fill my mind, overwhelming gratitude, a place so dear to me, helps me greet the day. I will never tire of the sights and sounds, waves on the sand, the salty air, gulls in the sky. I could run faster, the endless expanse of sand and the sea, connecting with the world around me. Memories, laughs, will keep this group bound forever. Field trips, Boston, Goon, You Rock, Warrior, the ever-present quote book, long talks after lights out, whispers in the dark, Eurocentrism, going back home, childhood stories, laughs about everything, spontaneous dance parties, the house full of snaps, talks, more learning than I ever thought possible. We bound together more quickly than we even realized, until many weeks later. I have gained a new appreciation for the world I live in, the ocean that surrounds us, the people that surround me. I have also learned to be critical of what I am told, of what I think. I am still finding the balance between appreciation and criticism, that fine line. Skepticism is a vital lesson, but so is appreciation. The healthy gray area between appreciating and criticizing. Students are the face and the force of our future. They must be treated as they are. A valuable resource, a face for change, new ideas, an open mind. This school, this home, this community has done these things and more. 26 letters cannot possibly begin to describe these past 4 months. The learning that has taken place, the laughs, the adventures, the growths in each of us, challenges we've overcome together. 14 sisters, 4 stand-in moms, inspiring teachers, have made this place a home for me, challenged me, laughed with me, loved the real me. I've become more aware of my goals and my direction in life. Confidence now feels natural, and less like a cloak I wear when I need it. I have met some of the most amazing people in my life at the Little Yellow Farmhouse. I don't measure my days in minutes anymore. My days are now measured in lessons learned, epiphanies, delicious meals, laughter. My days no longer pass in minutes. They pass in seconds. Each day, packed to bursting with adventure, learning, laughter. More good than I imagined could fit into one day. I have left footprints here in the sand and watched as the wave wiped them clean. A fresh chalkboard. The sand lies ahead of me. A clearer view. A fresh step forward. As I wrote that, I was thinking a lot about empowerment and the empowerment that I had gained during my experience here. Back home, I was excited to learn, but lacking the empowerment to really learn the material. I felt like I was learning it for the tests, and I wasn't retaining the information like I had wanted to. And CSG has really, through the excitement of the teachers and my peers and all of us really wanting to be here and learn, I've become so much more excited about learning and really learning the material, which has been really exciting for me. And as I mentioned, I've become much more connected with my writing and art, which has been a super big outlet for expressing myself and becoming more present in my life, which has been really awesome too. And I'm so grateful for the amazing girls that I've had to surround me for these past 4 months, and the teachers and all the staff that have been around making this place run. Thank you.